The Toronto Raptors are back on the court here in Toronto for the first time in 11 days, taking on the top team in the West, the Denver Nuggets. And while the Raptors are looking to bounce back after some tough losses on the road, there was a historic tying moment that happened in Nova Scotia on the weekend, something that hasn't happened in almost 4 decades on the court.
The Carleton Ravens claim their second national championship title.
On Sunday, the Carleton Ravens won both the men's and women's national university basketball titles. It's the first time that a Canadian university won both the men's and women's titles in basketball since 1985, and only 2 other schools have done it. Congratulations. Can you kind of take me through that emotions and the reaction when the buzzer goes off? There's no time on the clock and you're a champion.
I think before the buzzer even went out, I ran on the floor. It was a crazy feeling, the adrenaline. You just want to run, jump, hug, scream, just let everything out. It was awesome.
Jacqueline and her team beat Queen's University 71-59 in the final. This is just the second time the Carleton Ravens women's program has won the title. The first was back in 2018.
My dad was my first basketball coach ever, and right when the buzzer went off after we hugged the team, I just went to him and I hugged him, and I cried a little bit. He cried, and he was so proud of me. And
just days before the championship win, Urban was named U Sports Rookie of the Year.
I don't think I would have ever guessed that I would be Rookie of the Year, and so that was just knowing that I was nominated was one thing in itself, and then just hearing my name being called, I had no idea. I was nervous, and it was just the amount of emotions I had. I was so happy.
Both gold medal games were played at the same time. While the women's team finished in regulation play, the men's team had a comeback for the ages. Just congratulations on everything. I have to go to the moment just before halftime. Your team is down by 23 with something like 3 minutes left. Then, you drain a 3 before half, but you guys are still down. What was your emotions going through that time? Were you nervous at all?
Honestly, at that point, I really felt I couldn't be nervous. There was only one thing we had to do was just keep fighting. It felt like with that 3 at the end, it felt like, we had momentum going into the half. So
the men's team beat St. Francis Xavier University 109-104 in double overtime. This is the Carleton's men's team's 4th straight national basketball title, and Latiff's second with the squad.
Honestly, this one is special because obviously this was one of our tougher years. Throughout the season, we took some tough losses earlier that led to a lot of doubt in our team, within ourselves. Even people from our city that are supposed to be our fans are questioning us, not sure if we're going to be able to do it. So we kind of just use that as fuel to be able to prove everybody wrong and stick together and really show that we're putting in the work.
This also marked the first time in Carleton University history that the men's and women's basketball program were in the finals at the same time. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.